Hello everyone, welcome back. It's been a very long time since the last video, and frankly I'm kind of disgusted with myself for not putting up a new one, or even just doing anything. So it is May 23rd, 2021. Last video was probably before the first of the year, maybe or sometime in January. That was a long time ago. Well, I got a new camera for doing videos, and also for part of my upcoming side business that I'm trying to get off the ground. So this is also a little test of how well it shoots. What we're looking at here is the hood. I pulled the hood out from way back in there a while ago, cleaned up the yard, etc. I got it up on some concrete slabs, concrete pavers, in order to get it off the ground. We're going to start removing all of the hardware today. We're going to get these props off, or torsion bars off. There's two of them, one on each side. One is missing this nylon slider, so that is a piece I'm going to have to find somewhere, maybe Dorman, or if anybody makes a reproduction, but we'll see if I can find one of those. We're going to take off the hinges. I'm going to try to take off this stainless steel. There is a, let me pull aside. You can probably see that, but there's a stainless steel strip that goes down the center of the hood. I hope that came out. But that is attached by little screws, or I mean little sheet metal nuts here and here and all the way down the length of the hood. We're going to take off this sticker. I don't think I can remove it without destroying it. So what my plan is, I'm going to cover it with painter's tape. Hopefully that doesn't destroy it either, but who knows. If not, well, if it does destroy it, that's okay. I'm going to take a picture of this label before I do anything, just in case it gets destroyed. But I'll have a high resolution photograph of it, and I can trim it up and clean it up in Illustrator, or pay somebody on Fiverr to do it, or something of that nature, and that way I can have a replacement for it if it gets destroyed. But I'm going to cover it with painter's tape, trim it to just slightly over, and then I'm going to sand off all this rust and then shoot it with rust etching primer. The regular primer that I used for the fenders didn't turn out so well. It seemed to kind of start rusting through the paint, or etc. So I've shot all rust etching or self-etching primer on the two fenders, which you can see here. I have to touch them up just in a couple places because they've been sitting out for so long, but I'll touch them up and then I will set them aside again. But I want to put the engine into the car before I do any reassembly of the body. So I will get the hood kind of prepped, and then as I'm doing that, that'll probably stimulate my creative juices a little bit, and then I'll be able to work on the engine. I want to be able to at least get the engine in, and then immediately after put the hood on and the fenders on roughly, so that the engine itself will be protected from the elements, because right now the engine is sitting in the garage and it's pretty well protected from the California sun and the wind and the occasional rain we get. But I want to get that. I want to have that engine in at least 90% shape to run when I put it in, and then pack it all together and package it up with the hood on. And I might have to put, maybe wrap it with some plastic, keep it as protected as possible while I get the final remaining parts, like a new distributor and spark plugs and all that other good stuff. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to put the hood on this and start taking it apart, and once that's done, I'll flip it over and see what I can do. Really, I'm just trying to get myself going on this project again, so might just be a small disassembly project today, and then we'll start on the sanding like another day, but at least I want to do something today. All right. Thing is heavier than it looks. Alright, now we're going to take off, or at least we're going to try to take off the screws along the middle and the bolts that hold all this stuff in. Obviously, we'll be putting these into a plastic bag and marking it, you know, hey, this is where this stuff goes. And then after we take all this stuff off, I'll sand up the little bits and pieces, the hinges, the catches, the latches, this stuff, and I might even prime those today with the spray primer. Who knows? We'll figure this out. All right. So, these center ones are 3/8. Really cool. They're coming out pretty easy. You have to be careful with these because the studs that they're on for the stainless steel trim, they could snap because they might be made from plastic or they might be made from kind of pot metal. Be very careful. It's already getting loose. Cool. Able to do it screwdriver style. Found something better, tweezers. Oh, okay, they're magnetic. Good. Something in there holding it in. What is that? Can't tell what that is. Piece of rubber or something. Oops. Where's that? I wonder if that's like a something. Oh, there it goes. Alright, let's see. There we go. Alright. Got the stainless center trim off. We'll set that aside. Research how to polish these later. Okay. 7/16. Don't have my cordless impact with me today. That's okay. This might be a little tricky. That one's still well done, so let's get this one off. Slips out like this. Alright, cool. Alright. They're the same. Oh, they are not. Alright, they're not in different directions. That is important to note. Okay. So this one. This one, let's see. A lot now lately. The street behind my house is becoming a drag strip. So this is driver's side, so I need to remember that this one is driver. Okay, make a note of that. Set these aside. Take the hinges off. I think it's 9/16. Yeah, there we go. 9/16. These hinges you need to mark where they go for proper hood alignment, but since we're repainting the whole thing, we're going to lose wherever they were. So we'll just deal with that when we put the hood back on. Shouldn't be too hard to do. You just kind of leave it loose, leave everything loose, and then you slowly put it down and you adjust it slightly, and then boom, tighten it all down. This is what's known as fit and finish, or ensuring proper gaps. Yeah, see how it moved so much? We're going to have to do that anyway because we removed all the fenders, and the fenders, you know, that lines up with the fenders and all that. We're going to have a major project when we reassemble the entire thing. Okay. But thankfully, they are marked left, and right on the other one. That looks like ½ inch. Oh, 7/16. California is no rust, or hardly any rust. Things just come apart. Okay. Alright, so we're going to bag all this stuff up, mark it where it is, and move on from there. Before we do that though, we're going to take off the stainless steel strip. I started it right here just to see how it's coming off. What happens is, or what I need to do is just get a little screwdriver into there and gently pry it off. So it looks like, okay, it's a little stuck towards the center. Let's see. Don't want to bend it. So just gently, come on, work it. I'm putting constant tension on it. Oh yeah, it's coming. There we go. A little bit more. Rotate you around so that you can see. Okay, that looks pretty good. There we go. Totally off. See how it has that little channel in there? That's what rides over here. Okay. Set that aside. No rust on here. That's very good. Makes my job easier. Okay, now you can see label. I'm going to clean this off with a little bit of just plain soap water and a rag, and then I'm going to cover it with some painter's tape. I'm doing this because I'm probably going to leave the hood face up on the bench or support or whatever you want to call it, and if I do that, the sun is just going to bake into this thing. It was fairly well protected when it was over against the wall because the sun couldn't get down that far, but now it's going to be, you know, directly underneath the sun for 10-12 hours a day. So I'm going to take a picture of this with my phone really close up after I clean it off, and then do the protecting tape. All that gunk. It is gross. Okay. Phone. Nice close-up picture. As few shadows as possible. Take a few pictures just in case some don't turn out very well. All right. Now for the tape. Come in here. I can kind of see the outline of the label through the tape, which is good. That'll help me trim. All right. Okay, that label is now protected. So I'll come in here with a knife and I'll just trim up along the sides, get it nice and clean, and then start taking a sanding pad and scuff up all the surface, get the surface rust off as much as I can, and then spray the self-etching primer. Okay, I've bagged up everything except for the individual little pieces. This is one of the latches. I'm going to start polishing up this latch, and I'll continue on with the other one and the two hinges. It's about 3:30 this afternoon. I want to work up till about maybe 4 o'clock and then go inside and start doing other stuff. But I can at least get this done. Okay, so this is going to be a little loud because I'm using a power drill. I'm going to be wearing my earmuffs, and I will definitely be lowering the volume for you guys. So here we go. Okay, that's not too bad. If I had a wire wheel, you know, a bench grinder or whatever, I'd do it on that, but I don't. So that's good enough for getting self-etching on there. It'll be fine. Alright, I'm going to continue on with the rest of them. I'll spare you all the tedium of watching me do them all. Alright. Okay, I stripped the paint off of the torsion bar clamps and the latches and one hinge. I'm leaving the other hinge for later because it's 4 o'clock right now. And I sprayed them all with self-etching primer. And we're going to just let them dry for a little bit before we take them down and then close up the garage for the evening, and we're going to go inside and do other stuff. Alright, thanks a lot for this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to like and comment if you want, or hit the subscribe button. I think I have, what, 16 subscribers at time of this video, so any more subscribers definitely help me out trying to get this thing back on the road and get the car going. Nice little summer project. Alright, thanks a lot. See you later. Another reason why I haven't done much is because of this little bastard. He likes to get in the way, get petted, and just take up a lot of my time.